In celebration of Canada 150, Silversmith Breweries partnered up with Fort George to host the very first Cask Beer Festival.
And that's how it all began. And now I'm Agnes in the cowcatcher, riding the rails out west. I see the mountains as they come around each corner. This is the absolute best.
So basically with Canada 150, we teamed up with Friends of Fort George and Canada Parks to do a Cask Festival, because Cask is actually an old style of beer that they make in that period. So with all the breweries that are opening up in the area, we have a great relationship with them. We thought we'd come together and do this Cask Festival. So it's really limited beer. It's almost like the wine tasting for beer people. So the event was something that we put together. We thought it'd be great, and 500 people sold out in like no time, so that's why. The ticket that they got is $25, so that gives them a cask sample beer from each of the breweries. In addition to that, there's more beer available for them off draft. We got two great local restaurants, so you can come in, drink some beer, get some great food. We got some cool bands out here as well. And then Canada Parks and Fort George, Friends of Fort George, actually put together a really cool entertainment session with some music for celebrating Canada 150.
The partnership between the Friends of Fort George and Silversmith Brewery happened because my neighbor was the owner of Silversmith. And we got talking one day and he said, you know, I love that Agora and I'd love to put on something to do with beer there. So we went to, as Friends of Fort George and the president of Friends of Fort George, went to Parks Canada, and we were able to set up a deal with Parks Canada and Silversmith has done all the work. But we're raising money. This event raises money for the Friends of Fort George, which in turn helps Parks Canada by hiring students for the fort for the summer. So it's a great three-way benefit for everybody involved. The Friends of Fort George are a charity that's been set up 25 years ago to help support Parks Canada and the National Historic Sites here in Niagara on the Lake. One of the things that we do, and I think the most important thing we do, is we provide funds and raise money to hire students for the summer. So these kids come in here, they're trained by Parks Canada, and they're given the full history background of the fort and the town. They're trained how to fire black powder muskets, and then there's a whole squad. We're hiring 17 students this year, so there's a whole squad of students who are here for tourists and visitors to the fort. It's a big event, and it really makes the fort look beautiful when they're all out in their red uniforms. Yeah, we've got a lot of things planned for Canada 150. We've been working on it for quite a while. We put together a series of traveling road shows called Confederation Celebration, and the first one's going to be here at the Cask Fest this morning. We're going to have them spread throughout the summer. They're going to be in 20 different locations in Niagara on the Lake. We've gotten tremendous financial help from the provincial government, Canada 150 and Ontario 150. So we're really well set up and everything's coming together. We're very happy with this show. It's one of the things that makes all these celebrations a little richer here. One of the things we're doing, for instance, is bringing in two tall ships, two old schooners, reproductions, and they're going to be here for 2 days down at the waterfront. That should attract a lot of people and be very, very interesting. That's July 3rd and 4th.
I mean, the event as a whole is really good. Canada 150, as most of people know, that they can actually visit all of Canada's parks for free. So they should come out, grab their passes, come on and down. And if they are coming down to Fort George, come and visit all the breweries that are here if they didn't get a ticket to Cask Fest. And there will be a Cask Fest next year for those that didn't get tickets in time.
The gloomy weather didn't deter the sold-out crowd from enjoying food, entertainment, and of course, craft beer. For more information on Canada 150 Niagara on the Lake events, visit their website. In Niagara on the Lake reporting for The Source, I'm Miriam, Valdes-Carletti.